A lot of speculation, and we got to talk about, obviously, one of your biggest clients coming into this draft, LeBron James Jr., Bronny. A lot of speculation about where Bronny will land in the draft. You said you don't care where he gets picked. You do care about the plan, the development, team strategy, the opportunity, and the financial commitment, pointing out that you're not looking for a two-way contract when it comes to him. So we see a lot of things reported in mainstream media. Some of it's true, some of it feels like cap. What's your reaction to the discourse around Bronny's draft status?
The discourse comes with the name. We know that, right? I think there's a shared accountability, but there's an excitement around any child from their parents. But in addition to that, you know, society in itself is just, you know, people feel a lot better saying something negative to you before they can ever be positive, right? And it makes them feel good for whatever the case may be. And and again, Bronny can't be above the criticism and the opinions of others because this is the world that he's in. So he shouldn't get any preferential treatment. He got to go through the journey. He got to go through the barbershop talk, you know, because this is the life he chose. He chose to, you know, aspire to be a professional athlete. So that smoke, you have to embrace that, right? That's just part of it. And I don't want anything different from that perspective. I think the expectation and the, you know, people decide to honor or dishonor whatever they want, right? So you look past the medical thing. Oh, he should just be this superhuman of a young man and average 55 points a game. As we know, some people's game and some people's development is not for the collegiate game. I personally think you develop better at a pro level. Why? Because there's more intention on your development. At the collegiate level, every game, depending on what school you go to, is the championship game, right? There's a necessity to win a conference championship. There's a necessity to get to the, you know, the 64 pool and then the Elite Eight. There, you know, there's not so much. There's some in some aspect a gatekeeping. You know, this is your way to the NBA, and so depending on where you play at, and depending on which coach you play for, and their coaching style, you know, a lot of kids have their confidence taken away from them at the collegiate level, right? If I'm a highly touted kid, ranked, whatever you want to call it, yeah, I believe in myself, but there's some things that's out of my control. And if I go to this school, and if you tell me on your couch or my couch, and me and my parents, this is what I'm going to do for you, and then I get to this school and it's totally different, all I'm focused on is going pro. And every time I have a bad game or a bad possession or anything like that, the one thing that's on my mind, especially for the guys that's consistently on a mock draft, is this is hurting my stock. Only those kids know how they feel as it pertains to when they rush home and now I was 3, and now I'm 13, and now I'm 25, and then I'm 38. But wait a minute, but I was 1 or 5 going in.
People ask me, what do I look for in talent? I say, how you look at a house, the structure of it. Does it have good bones? With Bronny, speed, IQ, natural jumping ability, shot making ability, right? So now when I see certain things on guys, right? Oh, he's a volume shooter, he's turning the ball over. As an organization, that's my job to enhance those abilities. I can enhance your jumping ability, that's genetics. I can enhance your IQ, that's how fast your brain processes information. So I think sometimes people get lazy. They think the product should already come in ready. When you are paid to make me better.
Absolutely.
Right? So when it comes to like certain things, kids get hurt because these guys are the lazy ones, right? I don't want to hear that he's a volume shooter. He was a volume shooter One, because of his age. I'm pretty sure no 19-year-old Curry at 19 shoots the way Curry shoots today. He had to develop the accuracy, right? That takes time, maturity, right? So when you're looking at a 19-year-old, you're judging it for the bone structure of who
Absolutely.
he is.
That foundation.
And I think a lot of people just miss that.
When they want to.
Yes.
They miss it when they want to, but you're exactly right. It's the foundation. And that's what I always believe in. When you come in here, my job is you either leaving here just as good as you did when you came in or better.
Or better.
There's no way you're leaving here worse because I'm taking the responsibility. If I'm to the level and being, you're saying that I'm this coach and we're this institution, then I have to hold myself accountable as well. It can't be, it's just like being in school as a teacher. You're not gonna feel good just passing a kid along for the sake of passing a kid along. Although it's happened in many public schools and urban communities for many years, but that don't feel good, and that don't feel good. The same way as this. Now, you can't tell a kid how long they should stay or not, because there's other influences. And, obviously me being one of them, I hold myself accountable for that. But that's just because I believe in the foundation. And like you said, you can't make a person taller. So if you 4'11", it's gonna be tough on you. But when you 6'7", and you athletic, and you can dribble, and the shot ain't broke, and you can think, and you're willing to be coached, I can actually make it from there.